Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another airbrush step by step. This one's going to be a time lapse because it's quite a full-on detailed piece and will take ages doing a live shot. We're going to be doing Harley Quinn on a really small scale. This one is 125mm square in full colour. Quite a bit photorealistic this one, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Let's take a look at the products we're using in today's video. Right guys, so there's some of the bits we're using in today's video. Now as you can see, it's full on here to get this sort of filmed. I've got a camera on a tripod here with like a little arm that comes out. So I'm around just under a foot away with this camera. And this is the one you're going to see in the time lapse just here when we work on this. Now as you can see, it's a real small piece that we're working on, 127mm square. I've dropped a little bit of gesso on this last night. Now I did 3 or 4 coats of gesso and gave it a sort of light sand. It's not full on smooth, but it's smooth enough so we can get some like scratch backs in it for the hair textures and things like that. Any little small highlights we can drop in with a scalpel. I'm going to use an eraser as well on some bits. We've got some shields. Now I'm going to be using the Scott McKay Pocket Graphics. These ones are really small melee shields. Got some really nice shapes to them. Nice, intricate and small for this small piece here. And I've also got one of my melee ones, which is a bigger one, just to get round shapes around the face and things like that. We've got seagulls today. No pigeons, seagulls flying around and the dog's barking. So enjoy that in the video. Colours, we're going full on FW on this. I've got one wicked and it's a red, but we've got a blue, yellow, I've got a skin tone that I've mixed, pre-mixed, that I'm going to use, white, a bright blue and another pink. We've got a sepia, we've got a Payne's grey, we've got a black. So I've just sort of grabbed a load of colours and I've first mixed a skin tone, which was this flesh tone here. This is one I've mixed up. It's like a deep pink colour. And I've just sort of thinned it out in one of the pots. So I will be mixing on the fly, but you're not going to see the mixing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through the bit at the end. So you'll get to see the time lapse and then we will have a little chat through. And I'll show you the pots that I've mixed and I'll show you and I'll tell you the ways I mixed it at the end of the video. We've got isopropanol alcohol, distilled water, and we've got some 2K thinners for flushing through. We're using the custom micron Takumet for this. And that's about it. Cleaning products, I've got some chopped up kitchen towel for when we need to just buzz round in the cup. Blast through with 2K thinners, nice and easy. Scalpel, eraser, we've got a little Tombow eraser, retractable one. Posca paint pen if we want to get some dot highlights in. Job done. So moving on to this camera, enjoy the video and we'll get this Harley Quinn down and I'll see you at the end. There you go guys, we've got Harley Quinn down. It's come out really nice considering it is really small, quite photorealistic on this piece. We've got it right down on the 127mm square. Now you can see here, these are the colours that I've used. I've used loads of colours, I've even used a candy blue as well, just to drop in on the hair on this side, a little bit of the makeup, dotted it in the eyes. Now I first went off on this with a skin tone, which was the first one I mixed, which was this one, and went in really light and just sort of, you see me map out the areas of the face and drop some in here and round here, work that in. Then we started working on the eyes. Went in, used a shield a couple of times, and the rest of this you've seen was all sort of freehand in. Didn't really do any erasing on this, just using a scalpel for doing hair textures, and just basically put a pass in on the hair here and just scratched it back to bring the highlight back out to pop the hair out. Now my hair isn't exactly mirror matched to the image, but it doesn't have to be, because when you look at the finished item, it just looks like the image. Some of the hair strands on the other Harley image, on the original, are going slightly different way. There's probably a few darker tones in, but when you look at the whole image together, it just all comes together. So don't worry about your hair strands being slightly off or your shades slightly off. This is a real small picture and it's a lot of detail to get in on something that sort of size. So it went through the colours, building the blues up, building the skin tones up, went round the necklace piece here, the collar, and built like a red and an orange up and just sort of like tinted over the top, and then it just sort of all come together. When it comes to the eyelashes, because the FW black is so temperamental, black pencil and just go in and just do little flicks with the black pencil, because these are tiny. Now if the black was flowing really nice, I could hit these with the airbrush, not a problem, because I've hit this size before, if not smaller, with an airbrush. But with it being the black and a little bit grainy, I didn't want to risk it, else you'll get like a nasty blowout and then you got black on your image. So black pencil, even on the eyelashes here, right up close on the eyelashes, and then dust over with the airbrush, just set them back, and you get that effect. And that's why I always say use all the tools in your box, especially when it comes to things like this. It's not all got to be done with the airbrush, it never has. You can use all your different techniques to get your image down. So hope you picked up and enjoyed it along the way on this time lapse of Harley Quinn. Say if I was doing it real time, this is probably taken, I've not kept a look on the time, but I'd probably say 2.5 to 3 hours around there to get this piece down. Stop starting with the camera and little pauses, probably about 2.5 hours and we're done. But yeah, quite a lot of colours sort of mixing on the fly, and always use the test piece to the side when you're going in, just to test your brush and test your pressure. We use the Iwata Custom Takumet Unreal brush. It really is. The trigger with that brush, what I find really good with it is, it just, you know you can touch it and it's going to perform. It's the paint is there. You've got confidence in it when you go up and you can just touch and it just always works. I've been chucking all these different colours through it, quick blast throughs, and you just touch and test to the side, straight in, and you can just go straight in and not worry. It's not one of them triggers where you're trying to find that paint release. It's just every time, bang, bang, bang. And that's why it came out really nice. So thanks for watching guys. Drop your comments if you're liking this style of content. Click that subscribe, press the notification so you don't miss out on the up and coming ones. Drop your comments. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.